Good morning and welcome to the 445 Productive Through Joy show with your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher. This show airs each weekday morning, hella early AF at 4:45 a.m. on YouTube's Michael Datcher channel, then at 4:45 p.m. on Facebook Live. Guys, today we're talking about transformation and how one can access a level of transformation that will enhance your productivity. So thanks for joining us. If you're new, you can go to productivethroughjoy.com, see about us. We speak to groups, schools, and organizations about being more productive through joy. Great series of workshops, webinars, other presentations. You can peruse the website and see what we do, as we do, how we do, when we do, while we do it. We'll holla back. Thanks for being here with us, guys. For those of you who are new, allow me to say a few words about myself. This is your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher, author of the New York Times bestseller Raising Fences, author of the acclaimed historical novel America's, author of the Pulitzer Prize-nominated animating Black and Brown Liberation, A Theory of American Literatures, board president of a great nonprofit here in Los Angeles called The World Stage, a arts and education nonprofit in LA's Crenshaw District. My educational background is UC Berkeley as an undergrad, my master's from UCLA, and my PhD in English Lit from the University of California at Riverside. Guys, I'm an expert at being productive. I don't say that to brag or boast. I say it because people are oftentimes surprised to hear that level of productivity, given how crazy my own personal background is. I am the product of a young girl who was assaulted at age 16, gave birth to me at 17, and subsequently gave me up for adoption to a single divorcee who's amazing, yet at the time no biological father, no adopted father. Listen, difficult times for the young MD at his school. Modi famously said, "How you like me now?" And if I can be this productive and be so through joy, I know many people can. And that, and really, in many ways, that really inspires this show, because I know it's not where you're from. It's where you're about to go. So thanks for being with me today. So let's dive into the topic. We're talking about transformation. Point one is that you can change, you can transform. And just wrapping ourselves around that idea, embracing the idea that you can transform yourself. As we know, as adults, transformation, change is very difficult. I know it's difficult for me. Certainly a challenge to me to really change yourself. We get stuck in these habits oftentimes because our minds are stuck in these kind of feedback loops that began when we were children. And many of us, of course, had loving, wonderful parents. And, our parents are imperfect, and people in our lives who love us at times tell us things, or at times engage in behaviors that are destructive, that from the earliest time that we can remember begins to shape our perception of ourselves, and we get stuck as a result of that stuff. And that's just a lot of people. I've been there in certain ways in my own life, so I speak about that with a great knowledge. And we get stuck and we think I'll never change. So point one is that you can transform yourself. It's just getting into that belief, right? So, how do you get to that after years of being in the same place? Which is point two. We find that you have to do it pretty much, from the inside out. So we talk a great deal about ritual and spiritual practice, energetic practice on this show, because building the daily what I would call the rituals of undergirding the self. That's how you break those feedback loops. That's how you break repetitive behavior. That's how you break what I just call the fear chains that enshackle us. And it takes work pretty much every day. That's my experience. It's a simple idea, but it ain't easy. And it does involve a commitment to, even if you begin small, by just doing something every single day at around the same time, which is how a ritual can be defined, right? Taking a brief walk, or sitting in your room meditating for 5 minutes, or reading some affirmations, affirming to yourself that I am smart, I am beautiful, whatever you can create your own affirmations, your own rituals. Reach out to us. We do a great job of helping people in that arena as well. But that's a great foundation to start, which goes into point three. As you begin to apply these principles, you begin to, in my experience certainly, begin to make what I would call subtle changes. I mean, some people can just make a big change right away. That's pretty rare. It takes a while to kind of make those big changes, but just by grinding away at it, like that water dripping on a rock will eventually break that rock, right? It's a lifestyle. It's a long-term perspective, and it involves work. And as you continue in that ritualized, specific way, you will definitely have success. I've seen it many, 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 many times. Right? I'm also a witness in my own life. So, boom, it goes to dynamite. That's all we have for today's show, guys. Yeah, we'll see you when. We'll see you today at 4:45 p.m. on Facebook Live. Also, please subscribe to this channel. Let people know about it. Let's build a movement of joyful productivity. All right, I'm out. Deuces.